Buddy. So, what's keeping you stuck in the loop isn't just the urges. And here's the thing, if you don't have an attention span and you cannot watch a guy talking about the benefits or giving you a straight value plus actionable steps in order to overcome this addiction, well, just click off this video because this video is not made for you. But on the other hand, if you are the type of person who truly needs help and actually gonna do whatever it takes to absolutely smash his goals and of course to feel better and to overcome this addiction, well, this video is made for you. So what's keeping you stuck in the loop isn't just the urges, it's deeper, it's silent, and most men never realize these hidden traps are what's keeping you relapsing over and over again, even when you are motivated. Because, yes, the reason why you're gonna keep freaking relapsing again and again and again, it's like a loom, it's like a cycle. You can do nothing, you cannot break free from this cycle. So there is three things that I'm about to break, which we're gonna call three silent killers of your serial intention. So how they sabotage you without you noticing, and how to beat them so you can finally break free from good. Okay, so make sure to stick to the end of this video because this is probably a sign. It's either a God send you or the universe send you this video on your YouTube, and that's the reason why you clicked on this video. It's because you probably need help, and if you really need help, then watch this video. It's gonna be very valuable for you and it's gonna benefit you. So we're gonna go with the first silent killer, which we're gonna call the emotional suppression. Because yes, you need to understand that in order to overcome this addiction, there is a lot of things that you can do. But if you don't include your emotions and if you don't actually try to understand, know that you are a human and you are a conscious being, well, obviously it's gonna be hard. So here's the thing, you're not addicted to corn, you're addicted to escaping your emotions. There is a lot of people and a lot of my clients. One of them, his name is Josh. I was talking with him, he's from UK, and he told me that the reason why he was watching corn and relapsing and doing all this BS, it's because his grandma died. By the way, rest in peace. And his cats and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So all those things, it's either gonna create a CRH, which stands for cortisol releasing hormones, which gonna make him, very emotional. Okay, and also again, this is a quick little information for those people that are gonna feel related with this idea that I'm about to tell you right now, is that every single time you're gonna relapse at night, it's because of the devil. And yes, the devil exists. It's because of the devil, and also because you are in an emotional state. So think about it. What you can do, sleep early. Okay, but anyway, so let's come back to the first killer. You're not addicted to porn, you're addicted to escaping your emotions. So stress, boredom, loneliness, frustration, guilt, etc. There's a lot of things that I can talk about. But if you were never taught how to feel and process those emotions, your brain learned to cope by escaping. And BMO, which stands for corn masturbation orgasm, became your relief button. Okay? It's like you try to hide your emotions, you try to not face your problems. And how can you do this? By simply trying to escape from your own problems. Okay, if you do this, I guarantee you that it will never ever work. And it's the same thing with people that smoke and drink. Well, the reason why they smoke and drink is because probably of the stress. It's because they cannot face their own thoughts. And this is, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest. And this is the harsh reality, is that they are simply losers. You need to understand that if you want to be successful in anything you want, anything, you need to face your own self. Think about it. You cannot even face your own self. You cannot even face your own thoughts. And you still think about like, yeah, I'm just gonna go and smoke or go and drink. No, that's not how the things work. Okay? So let's come back to our first killer. The real killer here is this. The more you suppress, the stronger the urges grow behind the scenes. Okay? So, as I said, if you want to fix this problem, there is couple things that are gonna work with you. Okay? So I give you like three couple little things that can work, actually not can, that is guaranteed to work. Okay, so journaling worked with one of my clients, his name is Cairo, and it works 100% and it's guaranteed. Okay, so if you are the type of person who likes to journal, who likes to have a mirror with him and his thoughts, then you need to be journaling. Okay, you need to always have this self-reflection of your thoughts. Okay, by the way, there is a lot of solutions that I can give you. Okay, and if you're not following this channel, by the way, you can follow. It's definitely free. And if you're struggling with this addiction, you're gonna find a free course. Okay, it's on YouTube and it's gonna help you a lot. Okay, but if you really need help and you need someone that's gonna hold you accountable, you will find the link in the description. It's a free discovery call. We can just talk and I will see how can I help you. But yeah, anyway, so like I've said, there is a lot of solutions that I can give you, but it depends on your situation. But these three things work with every single person. Okay, so start journaling right after you wake up or after a relapse. The reason why it's because you need to understand what's the thing, what's the base of this problem. Okay, so ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Okay, what am I feeling right now? Why? Because you always need to reflect. Okay, self reflect. Self reflection is something that you need, and it's a skill that you need to acquire in order to understand yourself. Okay, so name it, sit with it, and let yourself feel without escaping. There is no escaping. What I used to do is I sit with myself. I wasn't even journaling. I was just sitting with myself, looking at the wall for 30 minutes and start thinking about how can I fix my own problems. Well, guess what? Now it works. Anyway, so do this consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, and you will start breaking the cycle where emotions equals escape. Okay? So that's the first silent killer. Now we're gonna go to the second one, which is the shame-based identity. I've already talked about the identity shift in the last video, so make sure to follow me for more videos and make sure to watch the video as well because it's gonna be very valuable. Anyway, so most men carry secret shame. I'm broken, I'm disgusting, I'm too far gone, or I'm a loser, whatever. They always keep saying this. And you need to understand that if you talk like this to yourself, you will be. If you think you are a loser, you will be a loser. If you think you are a winner, you will be a winner. It doesn't take a rocket science to understand. Please stop having this negative talk with yourself. Okay? So that voice doesn't come from the truth. Yep, it doesn't come from the truth. It comes from years of guilt, secrecy, and unmet emotions needs. Okay? But here is the trap. Your self-image creates your habits. Yes, because I told you winner. If a winner gonna think that he's a winner, he gonna create a identity of a winner. And he gonna start to talk, act, and walk, and whatever, even sleep as a winner. Okay? So if you keep believing you're a weak, addicted man, you will act like one. Even if you're motivated for a few days. It doesn't matter. Shame is the software in the background keeping you stuck and in a freaking cycle, okay? And a relapse loops. So here is what you can do. Use affirmations with feeling. I'm not broken, I'm healing. And yes, because self-reflection works, but also self-talking, self-conversation. Communicate with your thoughts, communicate with yourself. Okay? The more you're gonna do this, the more you will see that there is actually benefits. Okay? So information with feeling, I'm not broken, I'm just healing. After journaling, write out a new belief about yourself. Okay? There is a lot of beliefs that you're gonna get. There's a lot of ideas that you will get as well. Make sure to always write down what you feel. Okay? Use taping EFT while repeating I reclaim my power. Okay? You reclaim your power. So when you shift your identity, your behavior starts to follow. If you think you are a winner, you will be a winner. And that's what I said before. So always keep yourself busy if you want to break free from this addiction, but also keep yourself busy with a negative, of course not negative, but like positive thoughts. Okay, if you keep yourself with negative thoughts, well, obviously you're gonna think like a loser. Okay, so is this work does this work for me? Absolutely, it works for everyone. Journaling, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, obviously I didn't do it. I did probably like most of the time I was doing this, okay, with this technique. Okay, so the technique that I've used is called identity shift. I already made a video about it. Well, I said that like 3 times, I don't know why. But now let's go to the silent killer number 3. No system, no freedom. Yes, if you don't have a system, well, obviously you're gonna not have freedom. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have freedom. The reason it's because if you don't have a system that you can have actionable steps that you can execute on yourself, well, obviously you're gonna keep relapsing. Okay, so you think motivation will carry you, it won't. Same thing with power, same thing with ego, whatever you want to call it. It's not gonna work. Without a system for dealing with urges, you will always fall back to instinct. Champion don't win it. Okay? So they have a game plan. You need to have a game plan. If you don't have if you don't have a way to track your streak, daily routines to keep your brain sharp, tools for managing urges like breathing, cold showers, or EFTs, well, obviously a vision they're gonna keep you focused, but obviously you're gonna keep relapsing. Okay? Then relapse will always be one moment away, right? So it definitely makes sense. You just need to start journaling, self reflection. Here, you need to start healing by talking positively with yourself. And here, you just need a system. Okay? So there is a lot of things that you can do. There is cold exposure, which one of the best things that you can do, and it works, and it guaranteed it works. Okay? There is what I call the robot method, which means if I do this, if I feel the urge, I will do this. Okay? So if I feel the urge, X. If I feel the urge, sorry, I will go to the shower and take a cold shower. Okay? So here's what you can do. Build a morning ritual with the journaling, breathing, and focus. Yes. So you keep your phone on grayscale and cut triggers proactively. Okay? You need to track those triggers with time. You need to build this momentum, those small wins, in order to make yourself feel better, because that's how it works for everyone. Okay? Because a lot of people that are confident, well, where they get this self confidence? They get it from the self wins, those small little wins from the past, because it's gonna keep compounding. The one's gonna compound, the more they're gonna have this self reflection, which gonna make them to have self respect, which gonna lead to self confidence. Okay, so plan how to respond to the urges before they hit, and when you build a structure, you will obviously build a freedom, which definitely makes sense. So here a quick little recap, so you can stay with here. We can stay with me. So emotional suppression, the pressure cooker. Okay, shame-based identity, the inner saboteur, no system, the slow decay back to the old habits. Okay, this isn't just about not touching yourself. Well, it makes sense. It's about reclaiming your mind, rebuilding your identity, and creating a system that helps you rise. This is all you need in order to overcome this addiction. Okay, so if you're ready to go deeper, well, you can DM me YouTube on Instagram, or you can book a call. Well, the link in the description, and we'll break down. I personally will break down and help you personally. I give you a customizable plan and personalizable game plan as well, which gonna make you overcome this addiction way easier than you think. Because think about it, if you need the system, well, you need a admin. You need someone that's gonna hold you accountable. And guess what? I'm here to hold you accountable. Okay? So it's either you can DM me on Instagram, which I'm really, really active there, and you're gonna find the link in the description, or you can book a call. Just a free discovery call. We can talk and see how if you can fit the coaching program. So this is your time. Don't let these silent killers hold your power hostage another day. So remember that this isn't just about no touching yourself. Okay, it's about reclaiming your mind, reclaiming your power, and journaling, self reflection. What to do here is to have a self positive talk, and here you need a system. That's all. Okay, so remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can.